Welcome back second years. Once again in the describing a process where as I said in the previous class that we'll start one of the exercise, one or two exercises I'll give it to you so you can get a quick idea that what we have studied in the previous class and how to implement those. Okay. Now here I have taken one example as describe how one can make a glass of orange juice. It is being given in your reader in a part of syllabus. So what is that? How to make a glass of orange juice? Very clearly mentioned that it is make a glass, only one glass. So for one glass, how many oranges you want to use? I have taken as simple as possible. So I have taken only one fresh orange. If you want 2, 3, 4, it's up to you. Okay, but it should look realistic. Rather than looking like you don't know how to make the orange juice, there is a need to make the other person realize that you know how to make. So at least take 2 fresh oranges or something like that. I have written in a flow chart in a way of writing the important points, but I'll explain it to you in a form of paragraph. Okay. So here you can start the paragraph by writing firstly. As I said, this is one of the linker. Firstly take one fresh orange. Okay, firstly take one fresh orange, then you can add, then peel it. If you want to put it into the juicer, I have given two options. Whichever option you would feel free to write down, you are in a comfort zone. Which option is in comfort zone, you can go ahead with that. And you must create a paragraph, because whenever we meet in the grammar class notes, in the grammar notes, I'll check it out this for sure. Okay, peel it or cut it into 2 halves. Cut it into halves or peel it. If you are cutting into halves, you can put on a squeezer and press. Okay, the squeezer would be there in that one pointed material would be the plastic one would be there, pointed one, where you can put the orange and you can squeeze. That is called a squeezer. So if you want to put it on a squeezer, you can cut it into halves. But if you want to put it into the juicer, then you have to peel it. Peel it first, remove the seeds, because you know, I think everybody know this thing, that if you put the seeds by mistake, the seeds gone into the juice it can get crushed into the juice, then it will give you a bitter taste. Instead of sweet taste, it will give the bitter one. Remove seeds and put in juicer. Afterwards, now again one more link. Afterwards, after pressing into the squeezer or actually grinding in the juicer, that juice collects in the container. That juice collect in the container. In the container, after squeezing, you can put into the container. Then, or you can, whatever the juicer is there, that can get collected after getting grinded. Then pour in a bowl or a glass as you wish. While I have written bowl, because if you want to add sugar or ice cubes, you need something like a better open vessel where you can mix or stir it in a better way. So it's up to you, because many people believe that if you are adding sugar, the nutrition of orange would not be same, or you can get more fat into that. So sometimes people want to drink without adding sugar, and many diabetic patients are also there, those who don't like to use or add the sugar. So it's up to you. Either pour in a bowl or a glass, add ice cubes and sugar if needed, stir well, and then now nutritious juice is ready to drink. All you can write down in a form of paragraph by using the link. Here you can use put it in a juicer and grind until the orange get crushed, until we are using. Okay, so many other linkers if you want you can use, but there is no need that you put all the linkers in one describing a process. You can use the linkers where it is actually needed. Okay, so here we have made the fresh orange juice. This is being given in your textbook to write down from your own. So I have given a few, like you can see the steps. How many steps taken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. Okay, these 7 steps, if you create a paragraph, it will become much better. Okay, when you are writing a flow chart, you have to write down the heading as this, whatever being asked. Again, if you are writing a para also, you have to write down the heading, then go for writing a paragraph. Now next I have taken another one from your reader, that is preparing for examination. How to prepare for examination? So 90% times we believe that making a timetable and all, dividing the means like days into the like subjects, how many subjects we have to cover and all, but here we are starting with the planning from the start of the year, which is badly needed for you people. Okay, disciplined and planned manner. Start the year in a disciplined and a planned manner. Like many of the students never like keep the notes at one place. Like in one book they write down all the subjects together, or in one book they write down all the languages together, and when the book would be completed they'll take the another book and then they start writing. So what will happen at the time of the examination, just 1 month before, they woke up from the deep slumber and suddenly they realize, where are my notes? And for that they have to like rush for every like anything, they have to rush for anything. They just want to get their notes, and they would have to ask to the classmates and everywhere that give me my notes back, or give me the notes if you have arranged and organized notes. So because many of the students have written somewhere else, and now at that moment they don't recollect where they have written the notes, in which book, what type, which chapter is there, in which at which page, or at the back side or front side, or in between, where they have written. So there is a need for you that you should start your year with a discipline and a planned manner. Maintain separate notes for all the subjects. Every subject need one note. So then you can maintain a neat and organized notes. So again you can write down like that. We could start. First we have to concentrate on starting our year with a disciplined and planned manner. Then while preparing the notes or arranging the notes, we should maintain the neat and organized notes for every subject. This could be your sentence. Okay. And regularly, slowly but steadily. That means you have to cover the syllabus regularly. You have to do the homework. You have to revise the syllabus regularly, slowly but steadily. That means continuously you have to do the work. Slowly, go on slow, but start. Don't keep it for the sake of the timetable to come. As soon as the timetable comes, you start jumping for that. No need. Start slowly, but regularly you have to do, and steadily. That means continuously you have to work for that to make a preparation or to prepare yourself for the coming up examinations. Guidance of teachers and elders. Next point. Take the guidance of teachers and elders whenever it is needed. This to be added. Okay, you have to add this sentence. Afterwards, we are coming for the thing which is needed, like prepare a timetable. Prepare a timetable for the completion of the notes, revision of the syllabus, whatever being over, or practicing of the things which needed your attention, or where you feel that this is your weakness. So you need to prepare a timetable not for learning, mugging up and all. Only first you have to complete the part, whatever being over, whatever being explained, you have to practice it in a better way. That for that also you need a timetable, that in whole day how many like hours you are giving for mathematics, how many hours for physics, and how many hours for chemistry, like that you have to maintain. Again, going for the languages, the subject which you feel is the toughest for you, where you feel that this is my weakness, I could need more time for that. So that to be decided by preparing a timetable, and you should get thorough into the subject or into the chapters which are being already explained by the lecturers. Okay, that is actually meant by preparing a timetable. So this particular describing a process can be as much lengthy as you want. You can write down a lengthy passage, not only a paragraph. Okay, with this, what do we need? Health to be taken care of. Both health. One is mental health, the other is physical health. For mental health, stress is not good. So if you planned everything, then where is the stress? How can you get the stress? Because you have everything at the prepared way, in an organized way, then there is no need of you to get panic and to take the stress. So that is about mental health. Now physical health, proper diet to be taken. Don't skip your meals, neither the breakfast nor the dinner, and that to lunch as well. So don't skip the meals, don't eat the food which is junk food, which is not good for your health. Junk food and more sweet food can give you dessert like, they make you dull and sleepy. So better to avoid that type of the foods. Minimum exercise to be done. This you can include in all the points. I couldn't get that place for writing and I wanted to explain to you orally. You can write down in a full format, in a full like paragraph. A minimum exercise is needed which can make you a little bit active and healthy. Then proper sleep. Sleeping on time and waking up on time can make you healthy, wealthy and wise. Okay, so sleep is needed. Where you need to, when you need to sleep, instead of waking up the whole night. Better to sleep in the night, because night is actually made for sleeping. So if you sleep in the night, early morning you can wake up and you can do all the work whatever it is needed. And as it is being said that our brain would be very fresh and can learn better or can revise better in the morning hours. So it is the better morning time is better for your mathematics and physics and all those subjects which are quite difficult. Okay, next is revise frequently. Revision to be done frequently. Like, don't forget it out that whatever the subjects or whatever the chapters you have completed, then revise it in between. Don't leave it for the last moment. Revise it frequently. Then all these things promotes your confidence. If you have organized notes, if you have done the proper practice of all the things which are difficult for you, and then you are taking a proper diet, exercise and sleep, and then you are preparing, you are taking the guidance of the teachers and elders, then definitely you would be a confident person. So it boosts your confidence. So all these things are needed for preparation of a examination. This is the, you can say, these are the key points for the writing a describing a process, especially related to the examination. Okay, so I hope you have got this one and that one. I have taken two different varieties, so you can get an idea that how to write it down, and I need both of them in your notes while I check it out. Everybody must and should write it down. There is no exception for writing. You have to write on your own. Don't pass it on to the others by sending the screenshots. It should be on your own, and it should be yours own notes, because when I will check it out, I will read each and every word, and if it is resembling with the others, definitely one or the other will lose the impression. So take care that you have to write down on your own. It will definitely improve your vocabulary as well as writing skills. Okay, so I hope you have understood. In the next class, we'll continue the explanation of the other grammar part. By the time, take care. Have a nice day.